Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dreams of Wind Project. I am your hostess, Catherine Schaefer, and today I'll be reading an excerpt from the first book of my countdown duology, Chase the Light. Let us begin, shall we? I heard the music floating in the air. It was the one type of music I'd expect to hear at a circus. In other words, I had to be dreaming. I looked down at myself to see I was still wearing my pale green nightgown with the green bow on the front. Yep, I was definitely dreaming. I shifted my gaze to right in front of me and saw a circus tent. It was red, white, and yellow. I could smell the popcorn and the wild animals. I cautiously entered the tent and made my way to the main performing ring. I took the closest seat and sat down. A clown walked up to me and gave me a free bag of popcorn. I began to eat as I watched the show. Clowns made the audience laugh. Animals performed tricks, and trapeze artists showed off their skills. The tubby, red-haired ringmaster's caramel brown eyes gave off light as a result of the stage lights. He was introducing the next act, a catboy who could read off people's fortunes through cards. The catboy appeared in the ring, and I immediately noticed him glancing in my direction. He had slick brown hair with bangs that fell into his face, specifically to the right side of his face. He was dressed in black boots, a pair of black slacks with various metallic chains hanging off them, a black sleeveless shirt, a necklace of chains, metal cuffs on his wrists, and a single silver earring hanging off his left ear. A pair of black cat ears and an accompanying black tail seemed to be attached to him. I couldn't tell if they were fake or real. His skin was roughly the same Caucasian tone as my own. His most striking feature was his eyes. From what I could see of them, they were a deep blue-green color. Volunteers were called off by the ringmaster to go down and get their fortunes read. I watched as they were shocked or impressed by their fortunes. As volunteers made their way back up to their seats, I saw the catboy walk straight toward me with a smile on his face. All of a sudden, most of the dream scene disappeared. The seat I sat in and the two of us were all that remained. He casually sat himself down beside me. "Draw a card, mademoiselle," he encouraged, his voice unusually beautiful like a tenor singer in a choir. He had a collection of cards in front of him that he sat down on the seat between us. He spread the cards out and then drew one himself. He revealed it to be the King of Hearts. I drew a card. It was the Queen of Hearts. I revealed it to him. He looked immensely pleased. "You are one who is destined to give and receive true love," he told me. "A true queen with a pure heart, one filled with life and light. Just as I am a king with a craving heart, one filled with life and justice. I am destined to love truly. In other words, we complement and complete each other. Stella Fleur." "What?" I jolted, exposing my own soprano voice. "How do you know my name?" All the cards except for the two of ours vanished. Even the seat vanished. I stood up, feeling uncomfortable about the idea of sitting on nothing. The catboy stood as well. "Just who are you?" I asked. "And how do you know my name?" "I have known of you for a long time, mon ange," he answered. "I've kept my eye on you for years because you have shown the potential to have a pure heart." "Really? How do I know you're telling the truth, though? After all, this is just a dream," he chuckled. "You are Stella Fleur. You live in Boniface, France. You're 16 years old, having just turned 16 a few days ago on September 7th of this year of 2015. You're a Christian, specifically a Protestant. An oddity, considering most of the religious folk of Boniface are confirmed Catholics, including your parents." I felt afraid. For a dream, things were getting unusually accurate. "How?" I asked. "I live in Boniface too," he answered me. "Or more so, I live not too far outside of the village. Most won't come near my house, believing it to be abandoned, condemned, or even haunted. I visit every so often, and I've kept tabs on you for a good while, ever since your inner purity began to really manifest itself." He stepped close to me and cupped my face in his hands. I could see my bright mint green eyes and dark green hair in the reflection of his eyes. "You're beautiful, Stella," he spoke to me. Thank you?" I responded, confused. He smiled at me. And that was an excerpt from Chase the Light. If you wish to read the rest of this, then there's a link in the description below for you to buy the book for yourself. Thank you and have a good day.